off the bridge. He's kicking him down, and then he starts trying to rip out Indiana Jones's heart as well. I mean, that's just over the top awesome. And Last Crusade, I mean, you had the Nazis, and you had that Donovan guy, and you know, it was the double cross, and Sulla was awesome in that, and Sulla should have been in this one, you know, and man, I just feel so gutted. I can't believe it. I waited so long for this movie, and I've gone over it a million times. Am I being too hard on it? And I don't think I am, believe it or not. I don't have a problem with any of the actors in it. It was just the way that they were told to act or interact in this film. You know, like, I don't have a problem with Shia LaBeouf. You know, it's just the way they portrayed him as this punk with a flick knife, and you're getting hit in the balls, and it made him look so bad. It made him look so bad on screen, you know, and he could have been good. He shouldn't have fought Cate Blanchett anyway, because that should have been... Indiana Jones always ends up taking on the main villain. Always. In Raiders, it wasn't really direct in Raiders, but he fought that other guy, but, you know, he was tied up. That was that supernatural ending. But in Temple of Doom, you know, he went up against all those guys, and he had the mole run fight, and in this Last Crusade, you know, it was more dramatic when they shot his father, and he was forced to recover the Grail. So sometimes it's not direct, but he always ends up coming up against the bad guy. There's always a standoff or something. In the Last Crusade, there was a standoff with Donovan, you know, and that's when he shot his father. And it made such a great ending, so great, you know. Yeah, this Crystal Skull, it was just, it was nothing. It was nothing. Indiana Jones, he was always talking to her. You know, I want wisdom, you know. And my friend brought up a really good point, actually. He's like, how come the aliens were waiting around in that room, and then, you know, they didn't leave? Like, you know, when the skull gets put back, they suddenly leave. But how come when they were there, before the skull was taken away, how come they didn't fucking leave then? It makes no sense. He's right. It makes no fucking sense. You know, as soon as you put the skull back on, oh, we're gonna leave now. You know, there's so much wrong with this film. Man. It's just horrible. Horrible that I have to do these rants. I actually like it though. I'm sort of venting, you know. What else can I say? I'm trying to think, because I have so much to say about this, man. I think I've talked about everything. I think. I hate it, you know. I end up uploading these videos and go, oh shit, I forgot to talk about this or that, you know. When the camera's rolling, you know, I try and remember everything, but sometimes you just forget shit, you know. Fuck. Oh, man. 3 great films. Great movies. These are the greatest. And number 4, pile of trash. I mean, I tried so hard to like that film, even when it was bad. You know, like the first sign of it being bad, like when you saw the gophers, you know, everyone sort of giggled, and I giggled too. But deep down, I thought, you know, this is a bad sign. Like, if it's going to be goofy and shit like this again, it will take away from the raw action of it. And of course, it did. It did take away from the action. It was stupid. Stupid monkeys interrupting chase scenes. I mean, fuck me. And all that shit in the stupid warehouse at the start. You know, it started off so good that they were in the warehouse. But why did they have to make it about aliens? They didn't need... Why did they have to have the Area 51 book? Why bring that into it? Just have it as a warehouse. Make it mysterious. And don't have some stupid escape rocket thing that flies out into the desert. I mean, that was so gay. I mean, fuck. Just have it as a warehouse. That's it. Make it mysterious. How mysterious was the ending of Raiders when you just see the guy putting the crate away and you're like, oh my god, that warehouse is full of shit. You know, full of all sorts of mysterious stuff. You know? You didn't know anything further, you didn't need to. The fact that they made this about Area 51 and had aliens and it was magnetic and all this stupid shit that made no sense. You know, just fuck it, just shat all over it. You know, it's just giant shit on it, man. Just the story was just horrible. You know, making it goofy and just not, the characters weren't developed enough. Like, all Shia LaBeouf's character was just a tired stereotype of some 50s Elvis punk, you know. Oh, look at me, I've got a black leather jacket and a flip knife and I'm always doing my hair, you know. Fuck that. And, Karen Allen was just, she didn't even feel like Marion Ravenwood to me. I mean, how good was she in Raiders, man? She could drink that guy under the table, she was smart. You know, in this, she was just, I don't think he thinks that far ahead. Look at me, I'm driving, you know. Fucking heater, it was turning off and on. Sorry, really annoying. I'm talking and this thing's on, turning off and on. Anyway, yeah, in this, you know, it was just like, in the old Indiana Jones films, like, Indiana Jones would never, like, or the other characters would never tell you stuff that you were thinking. Like, when Shia LaBeouf goes, what's he doing? And then he comes out with the RPG, and he goes, I'd cover your ears, kid. Oh, sorry. He goes, what's he doing? And Indiana Jones pops out with the RPG, and she says, I don't think he thinks that far ahead. And then he's like, I'd cover your ears, kid. He'd never say that. He'd just do it in the old films. He'd be like, you know, and then, like, Shia LaBeouf would be like, hey, motherfucker. That would be more funnier, you know. It was just, it was like it's like they had to tell the young people who didn't get it, like, what the job of how Indiana Jones just, that's how he is, you know. He would never give you a warning. You know, he'd just do it. He was about doing it. He never fucked around, Indiana Jones. Never messed around. You know. Even when he, I mean, thinking back to Temple of Doom, how cool was it when he's in his room and he's just had well, not really a fight, you know, he's just sort of playing games with Kate Capshaw, and the guy from the background of the wall just like comes out of the painting and attacks him with a whip, and just, you know, they have the full-on fight and he ends up with his neck broken hanging from the fan, you know. And then he comes into her room and she's like, oh, be gentle, and he grabs that statue and she goes by the tits, you know. There was nothing cool like that. Nothing like that in the Crystal Skull. There was nothing at all. It was just so plain. The characters were just plain and undeep, and the story had nothing clever, nothing witty to it, nothing to make you be like, oh, that was pretty cool. I mean, I remember thinking, I liked the way one of the doors opened or something. Like, I liked that effect, that was it. I mean, other than that, and that's just an effect. I mean, that's not, you don't write anything like that. Or, I mean, you can tell them how you want it to be, but, you know, shit. I mean, when you look at these artworks, they describe the action so well. You've got, it shows the characters, the Indiana Jones with a weird bad guy, creepy, no emotion on his face, stone cold, Marion in the dress, explosions, chases, fights, planes, Temple of Doom guy, got the heart, Indy fighting guys with knives, unarmed, short round, Kate Capshaw, elephants, showing the adventure, Last Crusade, horseback riding, German army after him, tanks, Sean Connery's his dad, Sulla, Marcus, that crazy Nazi guy, and what's her face? Yeah, you know, and it's just, what is it? Elsa, got it. I better stop talking because this is going to end. I think this is going to be longer than the my original video, but you know, like I said, I've been watching all these videos been watching everything, talking to people, and some people actually like this piece of shit, and I can't understand.